Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the man, myth, the legend, my real estate entrepreneur, Omar Alfaro. How you doing, buddy?
Good. What's up, Michael? What's up, everybody?
You know what? I've been talking about our video number one. We just talked about the housing slowdown, hitting high desert pretty hard, hitting Fresno a little bit. It's coming,
Yep.
hitting most of the country. So I thought what you and I would do today, dude, you and I together have almost 45, 46 years experience in the game.
So sick.
Putting money to work, making mistakes, learning,
Yes, for sure.
growing, mentoring others. So I thought we'd play ping pong. We'll go back and forward 3-4 times on just things that we have learned over these years. And I want to aim this at anybody who has been in the game 0 to 2 years, right? If all you have known is the last 2 years, what are some words of advice that Omar would have? And you're my guest, so you can go first. What would you tell that person?
0 to 2 years?
Yeah.
You're getting lucky. That's all I'm saying. Like, honestly, you know this, I know this. The last 2 years of this business was the easiest way to make some money.
Yeah.
You get a license, you're selling property, great. Oh, all of a sudden you're a flipper and you're buying property. Somebody says, hey, you want to buy this? Sure. They made their money. You're buying it. You're hard money. It's cheap. It's 7%, 20% down, 8%, 20% down, whatever. You're going to borrow that money. You're going to be a flipper, all of a sudden an investor. You're going to blast it all over social media, pretending like you know what you're doing. And then you're going to get punched in the mouth in the next, if you're not already punched in the mouth because you went and bought something super cool because you thought you made 40, 50 thousand and you weren't sure about what you were going to be paying in taxes. And that's the crazy part about this. But in a sense of like, it's okay. You went through it, you made some money. So right now, I literally want to tell all of you to know your scripts and dialogues, know the people that you're talking to, and remember, put in that work, that daily discipline that we always talk about in this business. So later on, when those people, I don't want you guys to be the statistic that leaves the business.
Yeah.
I want you to be the one that does the things that other people don't do, so you can get the results that those 0 to 2 year people end up leaving and go and get a job because they don't know how to represent more buyers or sellers or find people that are motivated.
Yeah, that's so good. So good.
I mean, you tell me, Michael, because
the next one I will give you is you're absolutely right. If you've been doing anything in real estate for 2 years, you got lucky, right? I've been doing it 22 years now. It's the best market I've ever seen. It's the easiest. You and I did a video 14 months ago that said this is the best time to do lipstick flips.
Best time.
It was amazing. We said it. It happened. Not today. What I would tell people is, where do I want to go first? I guess what I will remind people is a lot of people in the game think we have a real estate cycle. Most people get it, right? Real estate goes up, real estate goes down. Real estate does. What I would tell people in this business is, yeah, that's true, but it's secondary.
Right.
You should do a lot more looking at lending. This is, for most people, this is a lending game, right? Because you got to borrow. Very few people are inundated with enough cash to just make this a cash game. So you got to find the money, right? I have invested in cycles where banks are really easy. I have invested in cycles where banks say no, literally say no. I've invested in markets where something happens and your lending stream, maybe it's a non-QM, maybe it's hard money, stops. I have seen deals stop on the day it was supposed to close because the lender got scared, right? So again, this is very much a lending game. But what have we seen the last 100 days is rates have doubled. That has crushed buyers. That has hurt some sellers. It is destroying the market. So again, what I would tell people is watch lending. And the beauty about lending is it doesn't generally move that fast. We have seen a doubling. You can see it. Yeah. Right. And talk to your mortgage brokers, right? And then talk to non-QM lenders and talk. There is opportunity out there. And again, if you're in this business and you don't have a relationship with a non-QM lender, you are missing out because banks are very quickly going to say that investors are bad, owners good. And what do I mean by that? Basically, hey, investors come, but you're going to pay a higher rate. Investors, you're going to pay 7, owners, you pay 5, or whatever the split is. You go to a non-QM lender today, you get 6.25 on some loans. So if you don't have a non-QM lender and you're in this game, even if it's buy and hold, go get that non-QM space. And then again, a lot of you have gotten rich or cocky off syndications and LPs. A lot of you have lost your LP's money. You don't even know it yet. So,
oh, that's a topic.
Yeah, winter is here. So that's my first one. What's your second one?
You took a lot. You took a lot out of there, Michael.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. What you talked about syndication as well.
Yeah.
What I want you guys to know right now, and this is where you might need to humble yourself.
Yeah.
If you're 0 to 2 years in, you are doing it by yourself. Okay. You're doing it by yourself.
Probably, yeah.
Now, my suggestion, if you have a license, find a person in your market that's been through a couple cycles, that's crushing it, and go bring value to that person. Okay. Because now you have a team that'll help you get through this next 2, 3, 4 years of somebody else that's already been through that downturn. And this is where your skills and your ability to work a little bit more than the next guy is going to surface. Okay. Your skills are going to dictate where you go in the next 24 months, my opinion.
That is a good one. Yeah.
And the reason, and it's so simple. And if you're not in real estate, like if you don't have a real estate license, well, guess what? There's still somebody out there that flips a lot of homes that has done it for years. Why don't you JV? Why don't you bring them some value? Bring them a contract because you're good at getting contracts signed, great, because you don't have no more money.
Yeah.
So bring them something. Hey, listen, can you help me? Can we JV on it? I'll take 20% of your deal. At the end, you take 80. You got the system, but in order for me to give you this, show me.
Yeah.
Show me what you're doing so I can learn.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Be the bird dog.
Yeah, totally agree. Being by yourself in winter, animals that survive winter. Cold. It's going to be cold, man. You got to get around more people. You got to get around more people. Yeah. The next one I would tell you, you'll do one more. So the next one I tell you is stop betting on appreciation.
Oh,
there's too many of you that are betting on appreciation, unrealistic numbers. And again, the last 2 years, it's just like the people that are buying the dip in the stock market. I mean, it worked for 2 years. So why wouldn't it work the next 2 years? It's not going to work.
Nope.
There's a lot of you betting on appreciation. I can't believe I have to keep saying no alligators. It's just, it really hurts. Cause again, in a bad market, in a good market, alligators aren't that bad, right? Cause you go, hey, property A is taking care of property B and I'm good. In a bad market where property A is starting to suck and it's starting to have maintenance issues, and then property B is an alligator, that's the negativity builds, right? Don't do it. Never, ever, ever, ever bet on appreciation. If it happens, great. It's not on my spreadsheet. I don't teach it. I don't talk about it. It's just don't.
I like that one, Michael. That one's solid, because my next point is like, you don't need, this I hope doesn't get misconstrued. We are talking to the man, Michael, one rental at a time. The whole point is to get one rental at a time. But if you don't know your market and you don't have the capital to sustain something that is here and coming, then if you're able to sell the property, okay, and make a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 paycheck, my opinion, based on where you're at, do it to increase your capital. And then when this market corrects, then you're going to have all this powder ready to deploy, money ready to deploy. So now you buy something that's a little bit better and will cash flow in the future. Yeah. Don't just want to buy a house to have a $200 a month positive cash flow and you think you're fucking winning, because you're not. Yeah. That is the alligator that Michael was talking about. And trust me, I've had conversations with Michael about this. Yeah. Should I? Shouldn't I? Property A is paying for B. Property A is paying for C as well, because it's doing so effing well. But then property B stops producing anything. Property C is like a negative.
Yeah.
So property A, if there's a dip,
yeah, hiccup, done.
You're $8,000 a month negative.
Yeah, bad. Don't do it.
Bad.
Bad.
Sell if you're in that position to.
Agreed.
And take the capital, take the loss of your capital gains taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? You're living another day to smell the roses down the road, because they are coming again. Yeah. And right now, what happens after winter? It's pouring, it's nasty, it's everything. The sun comes out.
Oh, yeah.
The sun comes out, and at that point, you're going to be like, oh, damn, I'm going to pick up that house. I'm going to pick up that house. I'm going to pick up that house, because you didn't do what everybody else wants to do, is let me just keep property and bypass $50,000, $60,000, $80,000 of now money for future. Yeah. I'm telling you, like, I'm taking my own advice right now, telling you guys this.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
We had that conversation, Michael. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Hopefully that helps.
Yeah. So my last one is just kind of that picture that you painted, right? Winter is nasty, deep, dark, cold, wet. Yeah. All of that. Spring will come. Spring. Real estate is so much seasons. It is, I mean, it's just perfect, right? What comes after winter, right? Spring. And, it's not all about price, right? If you were doing this the last 2 years, you got addicted to writing cash offers, over asking, waiving conditions. In winter, creativity wins
all day long,
right? Less down, seller carries, wraps, subject twos, whatever. You have to sharpen your axe. And people, myself included, I have to add new skills. I have never been through a cycle where sub 2 dominated, or wraps, or these are things that I have read about, never done. So I'm going to come to people like Omar and Ty and others to say, okay, I need to learn what's going on. When does it make sense? So again, don't be arrogant. You don't know everything. Real estate investing has so many opportunities. I want to be in a place where I can help the most people, and yes, help my family as well. And, I know how to get relationships with lenders. I know how to raise private money. I know how to do lots of amazing things, but I believe the 30-year mortgage sub 3.5 is an asset. And I want to go get that asset as many times as I can. So I know personally, I got to get better. I have to learn new skills and new things. So I am excited about becoming a better investor.
Look at guys right there. Michael said he's excited about becoming a better investor. 22 years in the business, 20 years in the business, and we still say the same thing, that we're excited about becoming better and sharpening our skills in every single season. So just because you're in it for 4 or 5 years, 2 years, and you had some success does not mean anything. Yeah. Because you're continuously growing. And guess what? Myself, Michael, we will outperform you in creativity because we're still willing to learn. Yeah, just big difference. Big toolbox, man. Real estate investing is a toolbox. I want to put new tools in my toolbox all day. Yeah, so it's very cool. Omar, you do amazing stuff. You invest in your team, you grow your team, you're helping people. If somebody wanted to join your team, where do you want them to go? Guys, reach out to me at Omar_Alfaro, which is my Instagram, or reach out to me on my website, omaralfaro.com. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you.